Hey everybody, I'm Grant Lodes.
I'm Chris Mullin, and this is Bay Area Backroads.
Bay Area basketball fans recognize that haircut anywhere. Chris Mullin, Hall of Famer, gold medalist, key member of the Dream Team, and of course, 1/3 of the Warriors' scintillating trio known as Run TMC. They pioneered a whole new brand of ball that took the league by storm.
Welcome to Chase Center.
We meet up with Mully at Chase Center, where he works as a pre- and post-game analyst when the Warriors play, and Mully reminisces about his time with his teammates.
Playing with Mitch and Tim, bring back great memories.
Run TMC.
Run TMC, it was, best time of my life.
Want to get the ball to Mullin, don't you? Wouldn't you? Mullin disrupting things, stolen ahead. Less than a second.
Run TMC beautifully moved the ball around, kind of the way Run DMC exchanged lyrics. The hip-hop pioneers weaving their style with rock to become something greater than the sum of their parts. Much like the Warriors trio of Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin fed off each other. Each netted more than 20 points 48 times over their 2 short seasons together. The New York native has called the East Bay home now for more than 30 years, trading the Brooklyn playgrounds of his youth for his backyard playground that is now mighty Mount Diablo.
Love the weather, got some good friends here. Over time, became a place I fell in love with.
We're biking up the scenic Southgate Road, one of 2 main routes leading to the top of the mountain.
This is not really a beginner ride, It's really like a 2-hour vacation. No matter how many times you do it, it's still a challenge. One of the hidden gems. To have it in our backyard is truly a blessing.
You still shoot around? You get shots up?
Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah.
How's the shot?
Automatic. What do you think?
Automatic.
It's like riding a bike.
He's not kidding. Back at Chase, Chris absolutely schools me in a game of horse, or in this case, KRON.
One of the nicest sounds in the world.
Is what?
That.
That? Swish.
Nothing like it.
It is just effortless. Chris drains shot after shot, although I do manage to get 1 letter off the legend.
There you go.
That's 1.
K-R-O to K.
All right, I think I'm done, guys. I'm out.
Come on, man. You got some momentum. Everyone makes that. Even non-shooters make that. Okay. There you go. You got it. Look good.
Back on the mountain, I do a slightly better job of keeping up with Mully.
Great, you're doing pretty good for a, first time on Mount Diablo, dude.
And before long, we come across a unique landmark.
Curry Point. He's everywhere. I think when it's all said and done, he's gonna be top 5. I truly believe that. He's this generation's Michael Jordan, and that's really what has set this Warriors franchise as catapulted to dynasty status.
As we hop back on our bikes,
Let's ride, Grant. Let's ride, baby. Let's go to the top.
we dial in one of Chris's favorites. You like the music?
Plastic vinyl. Earl Bailey, broadcasting from Cape Cod, baby.
At 59 and with a new hip, Mully also regularly hits the gym, swims, plays golf. Gets steep right here. Look at that.
This ride here is as tough as anything I do. Pandemic, I was doing it all the time.
It's more than 10 miles from the South Gate to the summit. The south route meets the north route at the Junction Ranger Station. It's a great place to rest and get water before the final 4.5 miles up the steepest part of the mountain along Summit Road. We're driving up the hill. This is it's like an e-bike. We skip that part so we have time to explore the free museum at the top of the mountain. It's the Summit Visitor Center inside a historic stone tower dating back to the 1930s. Inside, Chris discovers something new. We should stand on the peak.
There you have it.
We made it to the top. You ever stood on the top of Mount Diablo?
No, I have.
That's the top of Mount Diablo, more than 3,800 feet up. While legends of just how much you can see from the top may have snowballed into hyperbole over time, state park leaders say you can see 40 of California's 58 counties from up there. And the Interpretive Museum at the top is a great place to learn about the area's rich history. A giant relief map lets us trace our journey up the mountain, and we get acquainted with some of the local flora and fauna.
We got one of these now.
Is that right?
Yeah, right by my house.
You seen it?
Yeah, all the time.
You ever seen a mountain lion around here?
Yeah,
Where?
my backyard.
Seriously?
Yeah.
The real treat, though, 360-degree views of the entire Bay Area.
It's crazy you can come to a place for years and years and see parts of it you didn't know existed, right?
Slightly hidden down a narrow path, a few hundred yards from the summit, is the Mary Bowerman Trail.
You know they got mountain lions up in here.
It leads to a beautiful scenic overlook.
Yeah, they do work. So Chase is like there. You like the new arena?
It's nice, beautiful.
And while you can't get a clear glimpse of Chase Center, weekend warriors who make the trek up the mountain will find it tough to beat these views of the Golden State.
This is one of the nicest places in the world.
It's spectacular.
You know, and it's right here in the backyard.
With the sun warming our backs on this cool day, we say goodbye to the mountain.
If you had told like 12-year-old me watching the Dream Team that I'd be riding bikes 30 years later with Chris Mullin, I would have said no way.
Well, if you would have said 12-year-old me when I was growing up in Brooklyn, I'd be living in California for the next 35 years of my life, I'd say you're crazy too. So it's been a pleasure, Grant.